Welcome! Aloha! From Maui, this is Terry Edmonds, and if you are trying to fix your Birkenstocks, that's probably why you are watching this video today. And this video is about repairing the cork on a Birkenstock. And the products that I'm recommending that are on my Amazon shopping cart, Terry Edmonds Shop Terry Edmonds, I have them categorized by Birkenstock shoe repair, and it's a lot of the exact same supplies. So for a quick supply list, I'll start with the cork. And I have provided for you on the cork, it's a list of a sheet. Comes in, I think it's a square foot. Well, let me double check here. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, so let's just go highlight on that and I'll see. 24 by 36, so really big. You can even get the smaller square cork tiles, which I think I did add on there. And, maybe something a square foot is all you really need. So there's different thicknesses. The one that I recommended here is a 1/4 inch thick, and that's about this size. And I like that because it really takes care of some of the bigger spots. This shoe, let's see if I can lean in for you to see that she has got holes on her shoe, and really she hasn't worn through the sole very much, so I'm kind of surprised. Maybe it's just disintegrating where she lives, but I do a lot of this kind of repair. This one's going to be a little tricky for me as an expert because usually I do this when the sole is off. It's easier to kind of hack into the shoe. But I thought for you at home trying to do this yourself, we'll just do it together because it's still possible. And I get a lot of requests. So we've got cork. Whoops. We also have glue. I've recommended the barge for you. I keep mine in a Teflon pot, and because I use a lot. And then I also have a glue gun. And also in that list, I have the Craftsman razor knife that I selected for you guys because this one's really easy to open up and switch out the blades. And that's what that one is. And also I use the Craftsman razor knives, replacement blades. And then we also are going to talk about the cork renew. So those are the basic supplies and some sandpaper for sure. And now just really quickly, a little bit about me. I am a shoe, expert. I've been in the business for over 20 years. I am Maui, Hawaii's only shoe repairer. I am a shoe designer. I also have a shoe store, and I'm a shoe repairer. So I'm everything about shoes. And I also have a YouTube channel called Terry Edmonds. And of course I have my Amazon shopping cart, and I do a lot of DIY tutorials, shoe reviews, things like that. One of my biggest videos is about how to fix Birkenstocks. And so I've done a series of those on my YouTube channel. But I'll be doing them here for you as well, because on all of my videos I always sell my products on Amazon. I have this Amazon shopping cart where I make a small commission on sales, and so you guys support me that way. Thank you, and thank you Amazon for the opportunity. Anyway, so this is great. Yesterday I actually put this sole on this Birkenstock. Didn't have a chance to sand it or clean it yet, but I am going to treat it with the cork renew. So this is all about cork beds today on your Birks. Okay, so let's just get started. Let's just jump on into it. As of yet, I still don't have live chat set up, and I will because I'm dying to talk to you guys. Anyway, I'm a shoe expert, not a tech expert so far. All right, so let's get started. I like to use some gloves. Before I do any shoe repair on people's shoes, I sanitize them with ultraviolet light and also some ozone. And I let that set overnight, so that's one thing. I don't usually clean the shoes before I work on them. And with Birkenstock, you don't have to. They have this really thick outer cork on them that come with the sole. So I'm just looking at this guy here, and I think what I like to do is I like to go ahead, I'm just analyzing the shoe. Okay, so it looks pretty good. This one's pretty rough, look at that. And I'm gonna go ahead and zip on into this. I can also see that the insole is lifting a little bit. And usually I would glue this down right away, start gluing it down, but I'm gonna go ahead and instead prepare it for a wedge of this cork, and I'm gonna use the 1/4 inch. So I like to start with a straight edge, and I'm gonna show you how I use this razor knife. It's so fast. I use this razor knife all the time in my business. And this is so nice. I've used a lot of different razor blades. Just some of them really, there is a difference, and the Craftsman seems to be the best. I can use it the longest, and the packs always seem to, you have to push them up from the bottom and then feed out the razor blade off top. But some of them get stuck and whatever. Just this is a really nice one. Okay, so it's so easy. I wear gloves. I'm really giving this tutorial for people that don't handle a razor knife very often. So when I do most of my razor work, I try not to pull the razor at me directly. I'm always kind of away this way instead of at your belly. I do a lot of cutting this way. And so instead of coming at myself, I like to go this way. You never know when the product's gonna loosen up and it slips. So until you're a pro, and gosh, I've been using this for a long time, so I'm pretty good at it. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do a straight line and just get a nice straight surface, because ultimately, I can't wait till I get my overhead camera set up for you guys. All right. If you get a chance to make a comment, I would love to know where you're watching. Okay, it really does brighten up my day. I love it. I'm out here in the middle of the Pacific, so okay. So that's it right there, and basically I'm just kind of creating a wall. I'm going to use something a little more. This one's kind of stiff. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and it's kind of tricky. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. This is great. I'm glad we walked through this together. Okay, so it's a tricky spot. I'm going to come up close so you guys can really see. So, see that right there? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make this edge, I'm going to build this bottom part first by putting this flat piece. Wait, hold on. I'm using this, it's a little more than 1/8 of an inch. And see, I'm going to build that flat first. Then once I'm done, I'm going to, so let's just do it. Once this is done, I'm going to take my razor knife and I'm going to go ahead and trim it off. And then I'm going to build a little wall around it. And then I'm going to use the sandpaper or my knife to kind of carve it out to the shape, a close enough shape. This is still going to lie down against it. It's still going to lie against it. So it doesn't have to be a perfect scoop, but we're going to get it pretty close. And cork is so easy to work with. Sticks really well. Okay, I have a series of videos on how to glue shoes. If you really want to start mastering using some of the stuff I have, definitely watch that video. And I will probably do some here, but so I'm using contact cement, and contact cement needs to dry before I put it together. Okay, so we'll move on. I'm going to do this shoe so I can handle it. And the other thing is, while I'm going to just glue some of these edges back down. I have done thousands of Birkenstocks throughout my career. I love them. They last so long. This gal probably had hers, because they're not worn on the bottom, she probably had them in like a dry closet or like a really hot closet. Heat can make glue behave like this, where it's kind of just drying out on her. And I'm also going to glue the inside of the straps right there. Okay, glue on both sides. I can see where the pattern is for the glue, the original glue. This is definitely just dried glue. So one thing I like to do is I do press it together just to make sure that both surfaces are touching. And then it's because I did that, it's got this little stringy glue, and I like to go ahead and undo those strings because that'll mess you up later down the road. So now it's just plain glue. We're gonna let it dry, and I just was checking this because if it's dry there, it's dry here. So I'm gonna go ahead, and that was so easy. It tells me it's really dry. So I'm surprised the sole's not falling off. But I tell you what, they really glue those soles on there. Birkenstocks are hard to get apart for me to put a new sole on. But anyway, so here we go. So I really love it. After I hang out with you guys on Amazon, I actually work my store for the day. And it's kind of fun because you guys help me do my shoe repair, and we're doing it together, and that's really great. So this one here, I'm also going to double check her straps. I actually glued those yesterday in the video, so that's pretty good. While that is drying, we also want to check. Okay, so let's do this shoe together. See, it just peeled right off. And double checking everywhere. Go ahead and I'll just zap some glue in here. If you're watching because you want to know how to repair your Birk, please put in the comments, you know, like what are some of the main things you're dealing with. Also on my website, terryedmonds.com, I have a place you can email me. You can just go to contact us. Okay, so here we are. Let's just see here. I'm gonna check and see how we're doing here, guys. Let's see here. I know I'm trying to get this a connection. It's oh, hey, let's see here. We've got a poor internet connection, it looks like, so I'm hoping we can got a poor internet connection. I don't know why, because I got great internet here. So let's try this again. Hi guys. Okay, I'm sorry. We've got such a bad connection here. I don't know if any of you can see me. Oh man, what's going on there? Well, I'm just gonna keep on going. Oh, there we go. I think we got it again, you guys. I think we are connected. Okay, welcome back. So it was saying that I've got a problem with my connection, but I don't know why. All right, so I'm just going to keep moving along. I'm going to glue all the edges around this shoe here. There we go. And this one, I'll probably build it up a little after. I'm kind of I want to get that glue in there and really kind of stop this just dry cracking. See, just as I move along this sole, it just easily peels away. So I want to get this glue in there, and it's really great because this is real leather inside here, and all this real cork, and it'll all stick back together again. So this glue that I have for you guys is the barge, and the barge is great. It's been around forever. It's really easy to get with Amazon. So this one's got an actual hole missing. It's kind of funny. I don't know if you can see it from there. And I'm gonna go ahead, what's my strategy with this one? I think I'm probably going to do the same thing, like I'm going to cut it out so it makes a flat square, you know, a straight square. That way it makes it easier when you have straight edges, it makes it easier to put the cork in. And it's like a little puzzle, you know, you just got to get the pieces to fit nicely so that you can't tell that you were there. Okay. And I think I like this, this little skinny one's been pretty nice. That'll work down there. So just cut that. Okay. And there we go. I'm just really gonna kind of wedge that in there. I'm gonna get that glue on there first. And because this is such a tight fit, I'm gonna be sure to, I'm just gonna put it in there wet rather than waiting for the glue to dry, because that's one of the keys to making the glue work is, take this glove off. There we go. Just squeeze it right in there. Okay, that's awesome. And what's nice is that glue and cork work so well together. You can almost mold with it. Bravo! I'm going to show you guys because I think this is a good start. So you see there was a, I'm going to put this piece in here first. I'm going to let that dry. Then I'm going to build up this little wall right there. Okay. Okay, so I think we're ready to go ahead and put this one together. And very nice. I'm gonna grab another tool. I don't have these on the shopping cart, but I got this really great tool set from Amazon, and it's Toolure, but it has all of these great tools, and so I'm just going to use this to help me do some, press it down on in there. There we go. Very nice. Now, I really like to use my gloves when I use my razor knife. And I'm going to go ahead and cut away. So I'm just trimming off that excess. Look at that. Awesome. And I'm going to get a little bit closer now. I'm being gentle with it because I don't want this cork to crumble on me. That's nice. And just to get to the next step, because we've still got a good few minutes, so that's great. Sandpaper, and I'm just going to gently, this is so awesome. I have, behind me, you can see I have a big sander. It's part of my workshop back there, and someday I'm going to take you guys back there with me. But I would put this on a sander and just sand it really quickly. But I get so many Birkenstock wearers love to repair their shoes at home, so this is for you. Okay, I really like that. I'll come over and show you what we've got so far. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to see, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and build this wall now, which is so easy. You're not going to believe how easy it is. This is one of the most severe I've seen as far as a rebuild goes. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is start I really want to build up this thickness, I think. So, let's see here. That's kind of nice. We've got these little corners here to build. I think that's maybe what I'll do, one more second here. Yeah, I really want to get some meat on that. Okay, I kind of like where that's going. Let me show you what I've got so far. So I think this is what I'm going to do with this, if you can see that. I'm going to glue it right there. And it's going to take probably one more layer, right? Sorry, see if you can see. I'll end up putting one more layer here, and then I'll trim this inside just a little bit more. But look at how nice it's getting there, right? I'm going to trim all, yeah, oh, awesome. Okay, so let's do this. Here we go. So the art of shoe repair is that it is an art. It is so fun. Anybody who ever is interested, if you find that you're fixing your stuff a lot, you might actually be like a cobbler at heart. Okay. Sometimes, you know, in the real life for me, I let my glue cure just a little bit longer. I'm doing this because I'm trying to be fast so you guys can see the final thing before I end this video. But when you get a really good glue and some time to dry, and then you put it together, it just seals, and you can hammer it, and they kind of become one. So it's like you're molding or you're sculpting with cork and glue. All right, so there we go. We know this is drying fast, so we'll just set that off to the side. And I'm gonna go to this next step. I'll keep working on this. Let's fill this one more time. Let's do another little wall. Here we go. And I think, you know, I'm just kind of plugging this hole up here. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And sometimes, you know, I'm debating between this 1/4 inch and the 1/8 inch because one is so much more pliable, you know, and because this hole is like this, I want to be able to have a little bit of flexibility on the pattern that I can carve it out and it'll fit just right in here. So I think I am going to, I'm going to go with the skinny one. It's just going to be a little easier. Okay, let's see there. Yeah, very good. I'm glad I did that. And let's just see here. Yeah, okay, the other reason why I'm going to do this is by stacking them until I get the height that I want. It's laying down. It's solid, and this is where the heel of the foot is going to lean on, so we want it to be strong. If I did this 1/4 inch and just built the wall, it's standing this way. So now when the heel sets in here, my chances of it breaking are greater. So let's just, and I like that it's more layers than a couple of bigger layers. I think we should really stick with this. And let's see here. Oh yeah, that's a good fit. Okay, great. And by doing it this way, and again, I'm going to put this one in wet because it's going into this little ridge, this little canyon. Okay, so for now, that's what we've got. I'm going to let it dry. I'll come back with my razor knife. I'll trim that. And the other thing is, it's like I'm doing sort of a reversed pyramid style. Pyramid would go, well, it's not reversed depending which angle, but anyway, I'm going to stack them so they go stacked out like that. So it automatically is starting to make me this cup for your heel. Okay, so I think pretty much everything else here is ready to put back together. So I'm just going to use this. Again, let's just go over those. You see the supplies down there, so you know exactly what I'm using. And I think I have all the same supplies on my Amazon shopping cart. And sometimes you can find replacement footbeds. They're hard to find, but they run, I don't know what they are right now because they're so hard to find. Oh, wait, before I go further, I'm going to go ahead and start building up this corner here. Actually, because of our time, this will take me a while. There's so many different pieces that I think I'm going to stop with this for now because I want to take you to this next step, which is using your Cork Renew. I use it for all the corks, all the footbeds, and it's part of the shoe repair when you get a full Birkenstock resole. And take your sandpaper. And I like to just take off some of the surface dirt on the Birkenstock because some of that, I'm going to show you right now. This is our before. Okay, it's just kind of dirty and ratty looking. So I want to lift that dirt. Oh my gosh, it comes off so easy. Beautiful. And we'll do this whole back side of this heel together. And this is just an 80 grit paper that I'm using that I think I bought from Amazon. All right. There we go. Beautiful. And what a difference. Just want to give you guys more of a close-up. So, see the difference? Yeah, it looks so much better. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and do our Cork Renew. And one other thing. I'm going to grab a towel. I do not like to work with a dirty surface. For instance, I'm going to put this product on this Birkenstock, and it's a glue, and we don't want a whole bunch of dirt sticking to it. I just cleaned it. So there we go. And here we go. This is has a brush in the lid. It's super affordable. And if you guys missed it yesterday, well, here, let me just do this. So all we do is just brush it on. And I like to get everywhere, including the tops where the seam is of the insole and the footbed. It looks white right now, but it dries super clear. And it looks so nice. It always makes a difference if you're gonna take the effort to resole your shoe. And with that in mind, yesterday I did a live video about how to resole your Birkenstocks. And there we go. Like that, looks nice. Okay. So I'm gonna let that dry. By the time it's completely dry, it's probably 20 minutes, but it's so easy to use, makes a big difference. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and move on here, back to here. We have a couple more minutes together. There we go. Next week, oh my gosh, I have a really fun video I'm doing about painting this really cool Adidas, which is gonna be fun. And see what else I have in mind for you guys. I'm gonna do some Danner review videos for you because I carry the Danner boots here. Okay, so we're just gonna do one more layer. And let me know if you guys have any suggestions. I mean, I'm a full shoe repairer, so I can do anything. Okay, I'm just trimming it down to match this little spot that I've got here. Oh yeah. Very nice. Okay, I love it. Awesome. Just put some glue in there now. We know we like how it fits. So thank you so much for following my channel or you know, shopping on my Amazon shopping cart. I totally appreciate it. I really just like being with you guys. I'm so excited for this opportunity. So I'm going to show you a close-up because we're running out of time. So here we are, and from the side. So once I'll cut this off here again, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'll add another, you know, I'll do another stack right here. And then at the very end, I'm going to do one more that goes all the way across. And once I trim them up, then I'll do my final sanding on this and smooth it out. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it back like that, and it'll be nice. And see, now this glue's dry. So see how easily it sticks? It's called contact cement. Sticks on contact. And these are some of the other spots I'm working on. I'll be working on this after we end our time together. That'll look like new. And then I will go ahead and do the exact same thing. When I get ready to sand this, I'm going to sand the whole footbed. And that way it makes the whole thing look light again, so that this cork blends in as best as possible. And then I'll do my cork renew. And it'll look fantastic. It's so funny to see their faces. They'll be like, wow, I can't believe you saved that. Anyway, thanks so much. If you want to follow my channel, I do shoe stuff. I do a lot of other stuff too, though. I've got some great gardening videos from some tools that I've bought from Amazon that I love. I also have some sanitization for small businesses, because I feel like I've really explored some of the modern options out there for us using ultraviolet and things like that. And also some tech gear. I've been doing YouTube videos for about 6 to 7 years, and all my stuff I bought from Amazon. So thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. It's fun to have you here. I look forward to being here on these mornings. So I look forward to getting chat with you guys. So just...